Good evening, this is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series of the week that was college football history review, the 1985 college football season for week 7. Games that played on October 12, 1985. We're going to start with Penn State, number 18 in the country, beating Alabama by a score of 19-17. Alabama was ranked number 10 in the country, so this is number 8 versus number 10. Penn State remained unbeaten as Coach Joe Paterno pulled off all stops and nail-biter. Nick Lions wide receiver Michael Timpson raced 29 yards on reverse and on the same drive. So quarterback Mike Kneuser bootleg before pulling up to hit tight end Brian Silverling for 11-yard touchdown pass. Silverling's touchdown followed 4 field goals by kicker Massimo Manca as Penn State built 19-10 lead. His entire quarterback Mike Shula led late touchdown drive, throwing 14-yard touchdown pass to tight end Thornton Chandler to pull to 19-17 with 14 seconds left. Alabama's recovered onside kickover was wiped out by a penalty. Side wide receiver Al Bell caught 60 passes for 112 yards with 19 yards on opening touchdown. It was, said Paterno, the kind of game you go somewhere like Penn State or Alabama to play. Air Force, number 13 team in the country, beat Navy 24-7. Auburn, number 12 team in the country, beat number 4 Florida State 59-27. Separation between Auburn tailback Bo Jackson and Motor players was wide in this game as he scored on a 53-yard run in first quarter and 35-yard romp in third quarter for eventual winning points. Jackson rushed for 176 yards, inspiring Auburn to blow open a 31-27 game with 4 touchdowns scored with 4:08 of fourth quarter. Including interception return for a touchdown by cornerback Kevin Porter of 33 yards and defensive tackle Ron Storer for 22 yards. Post entering fourth quarter game went Tigers' way as wide receiver Freddie Wagan began scoring bursts with 13-yard touchdown reverse 2 plays after fullback Tommy Agee burst through line for 68 yards. Meanwhile, the Seminoles of Florida State lost 5 turnovers, including 3 interceptions thrown by quarterback Eric Thomas. Thomas was replaced by quarterback Dan McManus, who left with dizzy spells in the second quarter, with Florida State ahead 14-7. Florida State had to turn to third-string quarterback Chip Ferguson, who on his first play was nailed by defensive tackle Tracy Rocker to force Stalwart's interception. So for Ferguson, second play, he lost fumble and led to final touchdown 8-yard run by fullback Demetrius Threet. Florida, number 17 in the country, beat number 14 Tennessee 17-10. Gators stretched their unbeaten streak to 15 games with 2 nearly identical third quarter drives. After 3-3 draw, Florida twice stopped Volunteers deep in Tennessee's end to force punts by punter Bob Garman. Each punt allowed Gators to profit by great field position at Florida 49-yard line, 38-yard line, respectively. So tailback Neil Anderson, the tailback of Florida Gators, had 160 yards, 26 carries. Capped short drive with, short drives with touchdown runs of 9 yards. And 1 yard for 17-3 lead in third quarter, but Volunteers quarterback Tony Robinson was able to throw for 300 yards, including a 20-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Tim McGee. But was intercepted twice. McGee's fourth quarter touchdown was first allowed by Gators defense in most recent 9 quarters. Now, while Volunteers defensive tackle Mike Hovanek achieved 3 sacks of Gators quarterback Kevin Bell. Now we got 31-0 score between Michigan and Michigan State. 31-0 was the final score in this game between Michigan and Michigan State. Meanwhile, Nebraska, number 9 team in the country, beat number 5 Oklahoma State 34-24. The Cowboys had improved to level that annual loss to Nebraska was now disappointing instead of inevitable. With I-back Doug DuBose rushing for 139 yards, at quarterback McCarthorne Clayton passing for 161 yards. Huskers used more offensive balance than usual to win their 24th straight in the series. Clayton ran for 2 touchdowns and threw for another as Nebraska built a 20-3 lead in third quarter with Thurman Thomas at tailback. Held to 71 yards rushing, the Cowboys rallied for 2 touchdowns behind quarterback Ronnie Williams, who was forced to aerials and surprised by throwing for school record 363 yards. The Pokes outgained Huskers 420 to 417, but lost 4 turnovers, including Huskers linebacker Mark Munford's interception at Oklahoma State 7-yard line. Meanwhile, fullback Tom Rathman soon scored on a 4-yard run for 27-17 lead in the fourth quarter. Cowboys wide receiver Bobby Riley caught 5 passes for 131 yards. Then we got Iowa State beating Kansas 22-21. Next, we got Oklahoma, number 2 team in the country, beating Texas, the number 17 team in the country, number 2 versus number 17. Oklahoma number 2, number 17 Texas. Oklahoma won this game 14-7 in Dallas. Longhorns probably caught break when knee sprain sent Sooner Stars nose guard Tony Casillas to bench in the first quarter. After all, if Casillas had stayed on the field, Texas may not have earned even 4 first downs with which it finished. Sooner sacked Horns quarterback Todd Dodge 6 times and picked him off twice, while Texas could manage only 17-yard rushing, 7-yard total offense. Texas actually led 7-yard fumble touchdown return by defensive end Kip Cooper in first quarter. Defensive end Thomas Aldridge stripped Oklahoma fullback Lydell Carr. Oklahoma tied game with 80-yard drive in second quarter that ended on 1-yard touchdown run by Carr, with Longhorns limited to 24 yards in second half. Oklahoma needed to score only once to win, which it did when halfback Patrick Collins broke majestically down left sideline for 45-yard touchdown run on triple option sleight of hand. Finally, you had Baylor beating Southern Methodist, the number 16 team in the country. Number 19 Baylor beating number 16 Southern Methodist 21-14 as the Bears came out slugging, 14 of the lead. As kicker Terry Seiler blitzed 2 field goals and quarterback Tom Muke hit halfback Ralph Stockmer with 26-yard touchdown pass. SMU answered with pair of 8-yard drives, capped by touchdown runs of 16 yards by tailback Reggie Depard, 1 yard by tailback Jeff Atkins for 14-14 halftime tie. Mustangs marched again late in the third quarter, only to have Depard lose controversial fumble at Bears 2-yard line after hit by Baylor safety Thomas Everett that popped ball into the end zone for recovery by defensive end Eugene Hall. Having gained second life, Bears themselves marched 80 yards, scoring winning points on Muke's 2-yard keeper with 9:18 left. Muke's completed 3 passes 70 yards on the drive, including a 34-yard hookup with tight end Jay Kelly. The Ponies were unable to earn a single first down on any of their final 3 possessions. Ranked 3rd in the preseason, SMU now was off to its worst start since 1977. So that concludes a look at college football review for Week 7. Games that are played on October 12th, 1985. Let's look at the AP poll. Number 20 was Tennessee, 19 Army, 18 UCLA, 17 Louisiana State, 16 Georgia, 15 Alabama, 14 Baylor, 13 Florida State, 12 Oklahoma State, 11 Ohio State. Number 10 Air Force, number 9 Brigham Young, 8 Auburn, 7 Nebraska, 6 Penn State, 5 Florida, Arkansas 4, Oklahoma 3, Michigan 2, 1 was Iowa. So that concludes a look at college football history review, the 1985 college football season for October 12th. Games that are played on Week 7. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Do a video on the Smack 2 on Thursday. Until then, talk to you soon.